Welcome us here. Today we're going to be doing a quick brand update here. I want to thank you all for trying my fragrances and also spreading the word. Can't thank you enough for your support there. So thanks to some wonderful people within the community, my fragrances are now listed under Fragrantica, Parfumo, but also Base Note. I can't thank you enough for the help getting there, especially for a small brand like mine. So really excited about that, and then seeing people sharing their thoughts on the fragrances. I'm looking forward to that. And the second update is about international shipping, and then thanks to the suggestion of one of our subscribers, thank you for that, we're able to get a much better rate with DHL, about 50% off of the current shipping prices that we have on our site right now for international. So for example, for Europe is around $35 up to £5, which is a great rate there for a small business like mine. So I'm really excited about that. And the third update I'm really excited about is about the release of a fragrance that is vetiver centric. It's going to be an extrait de parfum, slightly about 30% concentration, 50 ml, is going to retail for $95. Now, why a vetiver centric fragrance is to kind of fill a gap in my collection here. And it's something that I've been looking back at the beginning of my fragrance journey here. When I started sampling vetiver based fragrances, they did not work really well on my skin. They tend to turn too sour or too inky on my skin. A couple of vetivers that I love are like the spicy chocolatey type of vetiver, of course, that I get from Serge Lutens Vetiver Oriental, coffee vetiver that I get from Dior Vetiver, but also the vintage version of Givenchy Vetiver. The other type of vetiver that I've tried, composition that I've tried, did not work really well on me. So at the beginning of my journey, I archived those and I didn't think about it. Now that I know a little bit more about perfuming here, I decided to make one for myself, and it's something that I did well before I launched my brand here. Something that I wanted to be a signature scent, something that I can wear on a daily basis, something that is fresh so I can wear during spring and hot summer days. I tend to avoid fragrances during hot summer days because they're stuffy, but this one has a beautiful balance. Makes it easy to wear during hot summer days, spring, but also during the winter and fall, because it's not something that is too light. I think it's the right balance between light and then heavy. Now, to give you a little bit more information about this fragrance here and then tying it to a visual representation here, this is what I came up with during the creation process and then also when I wear it. So essentially the green element that you see here, obviously around the vetivers that I'm using here, I'm using three types of vetiver. I wanted something that is fresh, so I use Haitian vetiver that is going to give you your green grassy elements, citrusy elements, but also I wanted to incorporate other complexities from other types of vetiver. So I use bourbon vetiver, but also vetiver from Paraguay. So in addition to the green grassy citrusy vetiver from Haitian vetiver, you're going to get slightly rooty, earthy, woody elements attached to this one to give it more nuance. Now, to enrich the scent furthermore, you can see the yellow colors here represent frankincense that is giving it a diffusive, fresh, but also slightly lemony feel attached to the core vetiver here. And then to brighten things up, at the top I'm using a set of soft citruses. I'm using a beautiful yuzu note, bergamot. Again, the frankincense lending this slightly lemony feel to it. And then to kind of add volume, again, the yellow colors here, I'm using a set of florals. I'm using ylang, a little bit of neroli, but also jasmine here, but it's not going to be overly floral, so you get a citrusy floral element that is playing off of the like vetiver core. Now, to round things off and in contrast a little bit in the base, what I'm using is Indian sandalwood. It's going to add a little bit of creaminess and smooth texture to the fragrance without kind of blunting too much the texture that you get from the vetiver. And then I also use cedarwood to get a little bit of woody texture to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but at the front here I have a couple of earthy tones of colors, and then what that represents is the earthy nuances that you get from the vetiver, Paraguayan and bourbon vetiver. But I also created a wet soil accord to give a fresher feel to those earthy tones, but it's not going to be something that is out there and too pronounced. It's just a supporting feel to the earthy tones from the vetivers. And then here and there you're also going to get cypress, but in the background you're also going to get a little bit of patchouli. That's pretty much what I get out of the fragrance. It's fresh, invigorating. You have beautiful contrast throughout the wearing of the fragrance. Performance on me is really good. Projection is really good good as well, and I got the same feedback from the people that were able to test this one before I release it. So I'm really excited about this one, something that I can wear during the spring and summer, and then something that I can easily wear to the office as well, and then during the fall and winter without losing the performance there. So really excited about this one. I hope you are too. On the website motifolfactive.com today, you're going to have the option to get either the sample to try it and see if it's something that works for you, but also the bottle as well. The samples come in a sprayer form and is 2 ml. Again, thank you again for your support. Thank you for following and spreading the word about this brand here. I'm really excited for what comes ahead. Again, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and take care.